Today, we're living longer than ever. So when should you start your retirement planning? Well, I'm here with a retirement income specialist, Jason Caudill of My Annuity Store, and I'd like to ask him just that. Jason, when should we get started on our retirement planning?
Well, I would say always sooner rather than later would be ideal. But we tend to find, at least in the annuity space, 10 years or so, if you can start planning about 10 years prior to retirement, you can really take advantage of the full benefits that they have to offer. And then you can have more time to plan as far as, how much money are you going to need, how much can it grow to, and really you can start guaranteeing your lifetime income.
I really like that answer because if I'm thinking 10 years out, I'm probably somewhere mid-50s. And if you need to change course or increase your savings or move things around in your 401k, I think it would be better if folks knew sooner rather than later. The last thing I want is somebody walking up to your office with their box of stuff. Well, I left. What do I do now? Is that too late to do planning?
It's not too late, but it's certainly better to start a little earlier because a lot of times people don't even know what they need. And so sometimes people have way too much money and they have way more than they need, but really what they need to worry about is their income. And that's what really people are worried about is, hey, I need this $30,000 or $40,000, whatever it is to supplement Social Security in their lifestyle. But there really is no number that you can tie to that because you don't know how long you're going to live. You don't know what their bills are. So everybody's different. But certainly it's better to start planning ahead to really figure out what kind of income you're going to need to generate off your asset. And then you can plan from there.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about My Annuity Store. You are one of the founders of My Annuity Store. Does that mean that people are going to go to a website and we're just going to start shopping around on our own to figure out what kind of annuity we might need? Or why don't you explain a little bit of the process?
Yeah, so really that's kind of what it is. That's why we named it Store, because it's not like we want to sell people annuities. We want to create a platform where they have access to shop and some transparency. Because in my earlier career, I worked with a lot of financial advisors and financial planning and banks and financial institutions. And really, there's no, one person might offer this annuity, another person might offer this annuity. And so what we created is a platform where you have access to all the insurance companies. Mm-hmm. And so the rates kind of live feed in and you can shop around. We find that about half of our clients pretty much know what they want by the time they call us. And then the other half, they kind of call us and want some more guidance. So certainly people are picking out their own annuities today, but yeah.
Yeah. Has the space of annuities changed in the last 30 years? Do these have the same issues that we always used to hear, that they're illiquid, they have really high fees and so forth? Or have there been changes to the industry?
So there's still some of everything. There's not one good, not everything is good, but what we sell is the very simple kind. So multi-year guaranteed annuities, and they're more simple and straightforward. So we're not selling variable annuities where there's fees and expenses. Really, it's a CD type annuity. So it's almost like a certificate of deposit, but it's issued by an insurance company rather than a bank. So if you want 3 years, the rate's going to be guaranteed for 3 years. And at the end of the 3 years, you make a decision whether you want to take all your money, transfer it to another annuity, or let it just stay there. So it's really what we're selling is a lot simpler. I know what you're talking about because there used to be some of these two-tiered annuities where you can never get out and, you die and the money's still going to be paid out over, a period of time.
Yeah.
So it's gotten a lot simpler now.
Yeah. So today, using these tools, we're trying to create that income plan that hopefully we can't run out of. I think there's greater interest today across the United States because, in part, we're living longer than we ever have. Is this one of the reasons why My Annuity Store exists, is because you want to try to make sure people have that income?
Yeah, that's really, we think people deserve to have a financially secure retirement. And, a lot of people don't have access to financial advisors, or maybe they weren't trained a lot. And, there's not a lot of education going on in the financial planning. And so we want to give everybody at least access to basic financial planning and tools so they can make their money last as long as they live and not have to worry about running out of money.
Speaking of tools, so what can folks find at myannuitystore.com? What's on there?
Yeah, so you can basically get anything you want as far as annuities go. We have a very good knowledge base as far as that goes. But we also have some retirement planning software. You can enter in how much money you think you're going to need to spend, and then you enter in your age, and then how much money you're saving. And it'll tell you the likelihood of you having your money when you die. So let's say you have a 90% chance of not outliving your money. And so it kind of gives us ways that we could start playing with it. And then once you know how much money you want, when you want to turn on your income, then we can start playing with Social Security. Do we want to take Social Security later and have it longer, or do we want to take it earlier? So there's a lot of little moving bells and whistles and parts that can go along with it. But that's probably the biggest tool that we have that people like to use is the retirement planning software.
All right, Jason Caudill, thank you so very much. Folks, you can go to myannuitystore.com. Tons of free tools for you to use right there for you to try to create an income plan. But even better, call the phone number you see right now down on the bottom of the screen. You can schedule an appointment. You can sit down with the team here of the My Annuity Store, Jason Caudill himself, and find out how we can put together an income plan for you. Thank you for watching. Click on our next video.